This video is going to look at the structure of DNA, and it accompanies the IGCSE course. DNA is an information carrying molecule. It means it carries information that in the form of genes that code for particular proteins. And in all the DNA is contained within all the cells that have a nucleus, so not red blood cells but most other ones. And the genes are expressed in those cells where those particular protein products are needed. So a muscle cell will have a different expression pattern to a nerve cell, which will have a different expression pattern to a skin cell, etc., etc. Nucleotide bases are the chemicals that make up the long chain of DNA. So a DNA strand can have millions of nucleotide bases in a row. And there are 4 different types that make up DNA. Now they share a common structure. They all have this sugar in blue and this phosphate in red. You don't need to know many details about this, or any details really, for this particular course. But they have another component which is different between them. And these are called bases. So, if for our purposes, we'll have adenine, or A, as the green one, thymine as the red one, guanine as the purple one, and cytosine as the grey one. Now, inside this nucleotide, these nucleotides can pair together. So DNA consists of 2 strands, and these bases are joined by bonding between the compatible base pairs. So an adenine will always pair with a thymine, and vice versa. A thymine always pairs with an adenine. And similarly, a guanine will always pair with a cytosine, and vice versa. So guanine will never pair with an adenine, cytosine will never pair with an adenine or a thymine, etc., and so on. Now when you get this strand, you get a long chain of these molecules built up together. And as you can see, they form this kind of ladder structure. Now because of the interactions between the backbones, the sugars and the phosphates, and their environment, you end up with a helical structure of DNA that hopefully you're fairly familiar with from popular culture, and you may have seen before as well. So that's the structure of DNA, and that's all you need to know for this particular course.